sit back, and today we will talk a little bit about the fire control systems, Rangekeepers used in World War II. The subject is long, so it will be in the form of a video series. We will start with the Rangekeeper first. Let's see how complex an electromechanical process aiming is on a warship in the real world. A surface fire control system, as the name implies, is designed to control the fire of guns used against surface targets, that is, enemy ships or shore installations. Of course, the surface fire control system of a battleship is much more complex than that of a destroyer. The largest and most important corrections in fire control are to compensate for the relative motion between gun and target. The principal components of a fire control system are the gun director, the rangekeeper, or computer, the stable vertical, and the gun turrets, as well as related auxiliary equipment. The largest and most important corrections in fire control are to compensate for the relative motion between gun and target. In the old days, the positions of gun and the target at the moment of impact of projectile were predicted by eye. This led to the development of the Rangekeeper, a device which automatically corrects for changes in target range. The Rangekeeper was refined and improved till it reached its present form, making possible the rapid solution of other factors in the fire control problem. Rangekeepers were electromechanical fire control computers used primarily during the early part of the 20th century. They were sophisticated analog computers whose development reached its zenith following World War II. Rangekeepers are defined as an analog fire control system that performed three functions: target tracking, target position prediction, gunfire correction. Continuously computed the current target bearing. This is a difficult task because both the target and the ship firing are moving. This requires knowing the target's range, course, and speed accurately. And when a gun is fired, it takes time for the projectile to arrive at the target. The Rangekeeper must predict where the target will be at the time of projectile arrival. This is the point at which the guns are aimed. Directing the fire of a long-range weapon to deliver a projectile to a specific location requires many calculations. The projectile point of impact is a function of many variables, including gun azimuth, gun elevation, wind speed and direction, air resistance, gravity, latitude, gun sight parallax, barrel wear, powder load, and projectile type. That's it for the Rangekeeper section of fire control systems for now. We will continue with new components for fire control systems for enthusiasts in the coming period. And now, let's move on to our ship in Blitz. Historically, USS Ohio, BB-12, a main-class pre-dreadnought battleship. The USS Ohio, BB-68, was a planned Montana-class battleship. Ohio was to be named in honor of the 17th state, American Premium Tier X battleship in World of Warships Blitz, a hypothetical armament project for the Montana-class battleship with 8 457mm guns housed in 4 turrets. A few words about the equipment selection in this content. A little more dispersion is something we desire for every battleship. For this reason, we place dispersion in the first slot. Acceleration is one of our standard preferences for the second. When we come to the third slot, Ohio is not very concealable in its class. Due to Ohio's concealment of almost 17 kilometers, we did not prefer to progress with this equipment in equipment selection. But of course, concealment can be taken. This depends entirely on your kiting possibilities and playstyle. As with almost all American battleships, it comes with 2 elite bonus options: Damage Control Center and Advanced Gun Director. In these cases, it would be wise to favor an increase in the main gun range. It is possible to improve your shell dispersion with increased range. When we look at the Ohio's hit points, we almost reach the numbers in Japanese battleships, but it has a slightly lower hit point than German battleships. One of the biggest differences with the classic American battleships is that Ohio has twin turrets instead of triple. 2 barrels on a battleship we are more used to seeing on German battleships. For this reason, Ohio has 8 barrels in 4 turret. If you are used to Montana-type triple turret, you need to give some time to get full performance from this type of gun layout. It is possible to get good penetration and accuracy at long range in a sniper-style game, but tank and capacity is limited, if you compared with Vermont. You may have problems at the beginning with hit rate until you get used to main guns. Ohio main guns are easily classified as high caliber with 457 millimeters. With a stock range of over 15 kilometers, 2 sigma values, and 300% citadel damage rate, it is possible to achieve devastating salvos. Alistair told me that Ohio is supposed to be a sniper, yet ordinarily he finds that she struggles in that role as her accuracy just isn't good enough to be consistent like other sniper battleships of her tier. She's very powerful when you get an AP camo on her, but she just doesn't get super huge salvos without in, from his experience, due to her slightly questionable dispersion on ships that aren't full broadside.
Enemy torpedoes spotted!
Now I'll leave you with this gameplay because it looks like no one intends to capture the area. Have good one until next time.
The situation is under control. Under attack! Torpedoes! Fast reload activated. We're hit. Target hit. Destroyed an enemy ship. An enemy ship. Captured the area. Enemy ship destroyed.